Good morning, everyone. My name is Frank DeMarco. I am the Deputy Director of the Gloucester County Board of Commissioners. Sorry for the little disarray, but I'm standing in for the Director. Bob Damager couldn't be here today. And I guess we're going to wing this. We'll get this started with the posting of, we posting of the colors first, or is the Emerald City coming in? Please stand. May we have the posting of the colors, please? Right now, I'd like to introduce James Hogan, Gloucester County Clerk, ordained deacon serving St. Michael the Archangel Parish, to do the invocation.
Today, we are here to honor those who have served our country and given their lives so that they may stand here and still live in freedom. We need to be constantly reminded of our gift of freedom and those who gave all to make sure future generations continue to know life in a free, democratic society. Remembering those who have passed is only half of the task that is before us today. We must also carry their love, honor, and duty forward to future generations that will pass. Our children and grandchildren must know who they were, what they did, and why they did it. To do anything else will be a disservice to their sacrifice and their memories. Those that are gone created a clear pathway for us to continue. We must never waver from that path of freedom and democracy. Take their memories, take their dreams, and walk forward, shouldering the cause of freedom. Carry it high and proud. They did it, and now you must walk forward for them and for our children. Amen.
We will now have the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance. If Julia Canones, RCSJ student, Kara Kaufman will do the Pledge of Allegiance, U.S. Air Force, immediately following.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So I just want to say welcome. I'm honored to be here with you today. I would like to thank the hosts of Rowan College and welcome all the dignitaries. I got a list here. I have my commissioners here today. I know Heather Simmons, Commissioner Heather Simmons, Commissioner Dan Christie, Commissioner Jim Jefferson, Jim Hogan, you already met, the county clerk, Joe Chilla, our surrogate, Gloucester County surrogate. I'd like to welcome Brendan Rickards, VP and Provost, Judith Atkinson, Vice President of Student Services, Nick Berzachelli, VP, Chief Operating Officer. I'm looking around. Please raise your hand if I did not announce you. Well, thank you. I'd also like to thank the Board of Trustees members and especially the Student Veterans Organization for making this event possible. As you may know, today marks the anniversary of Armistice Day, the ending of World War I, the war to end all wars. So today, supposedly at the 11th hour or the 11th day of the 11th month, we honor all of our veterans who unselfishly placed their lives on the line for our freedom. Those men and women were ordinary people until they heard the call of duty and answered it. They left their families, their homes, and their lives, not for recognition or fame, or even the honor we bestow upon them today. They fought to protect our country, to maintain our way of life. As we honor our veterans today, we thank them for their service and their sacrifice. We also salute those who are currently fighting for our freedom here and around the world. I've been told that there are currently over 150 veterans on our campus, including students, staff, faculty, and administration. And while it is important to thank all of our public servants for the work on our behalf, Veterans Day is truly about thanking those who have served our country. Would all the veterans who are here please stand if you are able, so we can thank you for your service. Gloucester County is committed to the well-being of our veterans because you, our veterans, put aside your civilian lives to protect our country and gave your time so that we can enjoy our freedom. We believe you deserve quality benefits in return. These are not benefits we give you, but benefits you have earned. You have earned the use of the county's VA medical clinic that delivers timely and quality health care. You have earned the access to quality education here at Rowan College of South Jersey. You have earned a top spot to seek employment through our one-stop center or the many other programs that we offer. You have earned access to our great full-time Veterans Affairs office and staff that never stops working for our vets. And rest assured, this Board of Commissioners will continue to provide you with access to all the benefits you have earned. I'd like to extend a congratulations to the Military Services Office at Rowan College of South Jersey. They have received the national recognition of Military Friendly for 2021-2022. John Ryder is not in attendance today because he is receiving the We Honor Our Veterans Academia Award recognition given by the governor today on behalf of RCSJ's military office. Thank you for providing such outstanding service to the men and women who have served. To our veterans, you are our heroes. Through wartime and peacetime, at home and abroad, those of you who have worn the country's uniform deserve our gratitude and respect. We shall always remember the sacrifices made by you and your family. And we say thank you. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce Vice President Rowan, RCSJ, Brendan Rickards.
Good morning. Welcome to Rowan College of South Jersey. My name is Brendan Rickards, and I have the honor of serving as the Provost and Vice President for Academic Services here at RCSJ. When I look out and I see all of our veterans here, as well as our veterans that are watching online, the real thing that comes to mind as a college is thank you. When I say thank you, I mean thank you for all the service that you have provided to the country to support all of us that live under the freedom that we provide and that you have provided for us. At RCSJ, when I look around and look at our students, I am very, very proud for what we have for the county because we offer a top-notch education for everyone. When I look at our student population, the students that really stick out to me are our veterans. As we heard for Commissioner DeMarco, one of our actual big honors that we have here is we have been recognized as a military-friendly school. That's one of the things that I hold very close to my heart because that shows that we show the dedication to you that you have shown to the actual college, to the community, and to our country. So on behalf of the college, welcome to RCSJ. Thank you for the sacrifices and service that each and every one of you have provided as veterans, and we look forward to working with you, and we hope that we can provide top-notch education to each and every one of you, as well as your families and any of our other veterans that choose to come to RCSJ. Thank you.
And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce Dr. Walter Golson, U.S. Army Vietnam veteran, serving 1966 to 1969, and current veteran advisor at Rowan College of South Jersey. And I'm sorry I didn't announce you as the one of our dignitaries. I missed that name. Thank you.
Bit of slight change. The pipes and drums are going to go first, so yeah. All right, I got a musical introduction. That's wonderful. Veterans Day. World War I, called the War to End All Wars and the Great War, ended on June the 28th, 1918. However, fighting did not stop until November the 11th, 1918, when an armistice or temporary cessation of hostilities between the Allied nations and Germany went into effect on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. For that reason, November the 11th is historically regarded as the end of World War I. On November the 11th, 1919, President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed that date as the first commemoration of Armistice Day with these words: "To us in America, the reflection of Armistice Day will be filled with solemn pride and the heroism of those who died in service to our country, with gratitude for the victory, both because of the thing from which it has freed us and because of the opportunity it has given America to show her sympathy with peace and justice and the Council of Nations." The original concept for this celebration was a day observed with parades, public meetings, and a brief suspension of business beginning at 11 a.m. An act of Congress in May of 1938 made the 11th of November each year a legal holiday dedicated to the cause of world peace, known as Armistice Day. But in 1954, after World War II and the Korean War, Congress, at the urging of veteran services organizations, amended the 1938 Act by striking the word armistice and inserting veterans, so November the 11th would become a day to honor veterans of all wars. Today, we are gathered to honor and pay tribute to our community of veterans. Your program lists those veterans who are current employees of Rowan College of South Jersey. Please thank them for your service. Thank you.
I want to thank the Emerald Society of Camden County Pipes and Drums for performing here today. And now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce one of our own, Commissioner Dan Christie, liaison to the Gloucester County VA office. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I got to warn you, I think between my deputy director and Dr. Golson, every one of my remarks had been taken up here. But today is a great day that we honor our veterans. They selfishly place their lives on the line for our country, and they keep us safe. They protect our freedoms, and it's appropriate that we recognize them every day and not just today. These are ordinary people, and they have taken an oath to protect our freedoms, to protect our way of life, and they put their lives on the line to do that in many cases. And these are for people that, for the most part, they have never met. So our veterans, our active servicemen, are extremely special individuals, and they're a small percentage of our people that take that oath and they dedicate their lives to the service of others. It's a busy time of the year. We have, our election process just ended. We have Thanksgiving coming, right, where we give thanks for everything we have. And then we move into the holidays where we show gratitude to the people that we love and we practice our faith, right? But none of that is possible without our veterans. Our veterans fight for every one of those freedoms every single day. And I know sometimes, and me included, sometimes we take our lives here for granted. But we are in the greatest nation in the world. And it's only because of the veterans that fight for that every single day. So as we leave here today, if you know a veteran or you come across a veteran, thank them for their service. And as you sit down tonight, or even especially Thanksgiving, with your families, do not forget that there are many families out there that have an empty seat at their table. They've lost a loved one, a mother or father, sister, brother, son or daughter. They don't have the ability to see that person again, eat dinner with that person. Remember, there's many Gold Star families out there that are hurting today and every day. So God bless our military, and God bless this great nation of ours. Thank you. I would now like to welcome Vanu Joseph from the United States Marine Corps to come on up. Vanu Joseph, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, we'd like to present this proclamation for Student Veteran of the Year. And I'm going to read this. Whereas the Gloucester County Board of Commissioners would like to take the time to recognize and thank Corporal Vanu Joseph, United States Marine Corps, for his service to our country. And whereas Corporal Vanu Joseph is a Marine veteran who has served in both Iraq and Fallujah, and now in radio, television, and film, student at Rowan College of South Jersey. Whereas having served with honor and distinction, Corporal Vanu Joseph, numerous awards and citations, including the Marine Corps Good Conduct Medal, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, Iraq Campaign Medal with Star, Sea Service Deployment Ribbon, National Defense Service Medal, and 2 letters of appreciation and certificates of appreciation. And whereas upon his graduation from Rowan College at South Jersey, the Gloucester County Board of Commissioners would like to pay tribute to Corporal Vanu Joseph and all those servicemen and servicewomen who have heroically served their country. And therefore, Robert Damager, Director, and on behalf of the 2021 Gloucester County Board of County Commissioners, Frank DeMarco, Lyman Barnes, myself, Dan Christie, James Jefferson, James Lavender, and Heather Simmons are honored to recognize Corporal Vanu Joseph and extend our appreciation and thanks for his service in the service, his personal sacrifice in the service of our country. Let it not be forgotten that freedom is not free, and it is only through the bravery and dedication of our men and women in uniform that ensures America remains free. Thank you. Joseph.
I'd like to say thank you to every one of you that came out here today to honor the veterans here and to appreciate all the veterans. We should always remember the sacrifices that veterans have made. I was in Fallujah, and I know that some of those young people never made it out. Some of those Marines who wanted to come home never came home, and those parents, sisters, brothers, uncles never got a chance to say goodbye. So that's the reason why we should honor veterans, not just today, but every single day of our lives. Every time you see a veteran in the stores, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate what they have done. And for those who could never go to the war zone or Iraq or Fallujah, they did it for you so that you don't have to do it. So let's honor them every single day of our lives. Thank you.
Now, I would like to introduce Samantha Van Coy, Executive Director of Student Engagement at Rowan College of South Jersey.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. Well, you've already met him, but I would like to reintroduce back to the stage Vinyu Joseph, who has been awarded our Veteran of the Year award, but he's also our guest speaker today. Vinyu was born in India and came to the United States at the age of 5. In 1999, he began his college journey at Polk Community College in Florida, continued on to Montgomery County Community College, and then to Bucks County Community College before joining the United States Marines in 2004. In 2006, he married his wife. Very shortly after they were married, he was deployed to Iraq in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom, where he served from 2006 to 2007. As you just heard, he received many awards during his time of service. He currently lives in Swedesboro with his wife and their 11-year-old daughter. He's a current student at Rowan College of South Jersey with plans to transfer to Rowan University. Please help me welcome him back up to this stage.
Thank you. It's an honor to stand before you here on a wonderful day to celebrate what is reserved for our nation's greatest heroes, our veterans. Can we give all the veterans a big round of applause? I especially want to recognize the Marines, because the Marines are the first ones to go in, and I'm a Marine, so I have to honor all the Marines. So can we give them a big round of applause to all the Marines here? So I've been asked this morning to share with you my thoughts and experiences. I got a little nervous seeing the crowd, and I asked if I can back out, and they said, no way. So I'm here, and I'm going to give you this speech. My experience was that I got married in 2006. I went to India, got married, and I remember it was June, the beginning of June. June 23rd, I left from India to go back to San Diego. I remember that day specifically because it was my birthday. When I got to San Diego, I checked my voicemail. There was a very important message from my staff sergeant. He said, call me back immediately. I decided to call him back, and he said, congratulations, you got married, but we're sending you to Iraq. And I said, man, what a gift. Right after I get married, I'm being shipped to Iraq. Not only that, I was told that I was going to be attached to the Minnesota Infantry Unit patrolling the streets of Fallujah. At that time, the Battle of Fallujah took place in 2004. 2006, 2 years later, the insurgents all compiled to Fallujah, and it was a hotbed for insurgency. It was a very dangerous place to be at that time. So at this point, it was a mix of emotions for me. I was excited, but at the same time, I knew how dangerous the situation was. Of course, my wife was devastated. My family was devastated. I got to Iraq in August of 2006. When I got there, as soon as we landed in Fallujah, in the middle of the night at 1 o'clock, a lot of people were buzzing. What happened was the water tank got attacked by insurgents who the Marines were guarding. That water base controls all the water for the city of Fallujah and the base itself. So the insurgents decided to try to attack it. So we were hearing the buzz about how there was a gunfight, fire, and the Marines eventually took out the insurgents. But we were excited hearing about that because this is what we were going to face. Marines live for this kind of combat action, want to go outside and want to be able to address those situations. So when I got there, I was excited. I got to my barracks. We were checking in. I met my 2 roommates who I later would be doing patrols with. Once I got there, I got a knock on the door, and it was one of the PFCs. They said my staff sergeant wanted to see me. So I went to go see my staff sergeant. He says, listen, Lance Corporal Joseph, I know you just got married. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull you off the patrols, and I'm going to put you in tower duty behind the enemy line. At this point, I was very livid because I wanted to go out in Fallujah. I wanted to do the patrols. I wanted to be able to go see some action. But he says, no, there's no option. I don't want, and I remember this for the rest of my life, he says, I don't want to send a body bag back to your wife, because he knew how dangerous the situation was. At that point, I decided to, I understood what he was saying, and I didn't realize what or how important it was at that point. 2 weeks later, I find out those two roommates that I was supposed to be on the patrol with, that I was supposed to be in that Humvee with, they got hit with an IED. At that point, I realized the importance of what Sergeant Cepeda was saying. The reason why I'm telling you this story is, all throughout our lives, we have someone like Sergeant Cepeda in our lives. Think about it. All the people in your life, there's somebody who watches out for you. Make sure that you are safe. It could be your wife, your father, your mother, your sister, somebody who constantly watches for your back. And Sergeant Cepeda was that person for me, because he saved my life. Especially in Iraq and Fallujah, things can go sideways in a second. You never know what's going to happen. So I appreciate Sergeant Cepeda for being able to pull me off that danger and putting me somewhere safely, because he saw that. And today I want to talk to you about the Sergeant Cepedas in our lives. We all have them. Even for veterans, our veterans that are attending the college here, you have so many resources here that are available to you. Every single person that is here, the professors, the counselors, the advisors, they're all Sergeant Cepedas, because they are here to help you out. On this Veterans Day, not only should we honor our veterans, but we should honor those who support veterans, the staff, the advisors who constantly help us out. For veteran students, you have all the knowledge given to you, the leadership abilities. I urge you to continue to study at Rowan College, to gain all that knowledge and use that to make a difference in your community. Go out there and be able to talk to people, understand them, and help them out. Help the veterans out. Use your experience. I want to recognize all the veterans that have been in all wars, Vietnam Wars, Iraq Wars, Afghan Wars, Gulf Wars. No matter where you are, know that you always have somebody to depend on. There's always a Sergeant Cepeda that's available to you. Don't ever think that you don't have the resources or the ability to talk to somebody. And if you have some kind of emergency situation or something happens in your life, there's somebody there that you can talk to. I want to recognize the staff at Rowan College. I have been over at 6 different colleges throughout the United States, and I can tell you that Rowan College has one of the best veteran programs that I've ever seen. I want to call out some of those people that helped me during my year here. Dr. Golson, I call him Superman, because he is there no matter what. Even though I was having so much trouble trying to sign up and things like that with teachers, professors, I emailed him, and it was like at 7 o'clock at night, and I said, man, I'm not going to hear from this guy for another week probably. He answers my question about an hour later, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, fix the situation. These are your Sergeant Cepedas, people who really care about their veterans, who will go out on the limb to take care of them. People like Terry Germano ensures that veteran registrations are taken care of, that no veteran can go to college without the financial aid. She takes care of that responsibility. Make sure that all the veterans, everything is taken care of. I constantly get emails from her being able to say, hey, you've got to do this or do this or do that. I feel like at Rowan College, I'm being pampered as a veteran, and it's great. It's a great feeling. And this is the type of people that I say are the Sergeant Cepedas in your life. Last but not least, our awesome college president, Dr. Keating. Without his leadership skills, without his admiration and dedication to our veterans, none of this can happen. Leadership trickles down from the top, so everything that's passed down is coming from Dr. Keating, and we appreciate you. Every year, he makes sure that we remember those who have fallen and those who have returned. We appreciate everything you do for the veterans. And the Gloucester County Board of Commissioners, thank you for your dedication to all the veterans. You should be remembered on this Veterans Day for providing the support and encouragement that veterans need. We appreciate you taking your time and dedication every single year to be able to dedicate to the veterans. I want to say a big thank you to all the staff, to all the counselors, to every single person that is working diligently at this college to ensure that our veterans are taken care of. I just want to conclude by saying there's always someone you can turn to. Whenever you need something, you're not alone. That there is a Sergeant Cepeda every single one of our lives who is looking out for you. You might not realize what the point of it is at this time, but you'll understand. Let's keep pushing forward, keep educating ourselves, continuing to build a better world for the next generation. Happy Veterans Day to every single veteran. We appreciate you, we love you, and as long as we live, we should never forget the sacrifices that you made for the United States of America. And I want to leave you with one last story. While I was on tower number 9, one night I worked the shift from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And when I was working that shift, a Marine recon unit stopped in front of me about 5,000 yards. The SOG, which is a security guard, called me and said, make sure you monitor them because the towers are 1 mile away from the nearest help. As I was monitoring them, the recon unit stepped out. And as soon as they stepped out, one of the engineers, I later found out, was checking for a bomb. When they stopped, they heard a beep, 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 beep. And that means they detected metal. The next thing I know, I look up and my tower shook. It was an IED bomb. And it made a blast so loud that it killed 2 of the recons. And I'm watching this right in front of me. Those 2 recons never came back home, never got a chance to say goodbye. And I realized this when I witnessed this myself. Those were uncles, brothers, or somebody's son, but they never got a chance to make it out of Iraq. Those are the things you see in war. If you've never been to war, you don't understand the experience that those Marines and those soldiers go through. So what I want to tell you is, and why I'm telling you this story is, honor the veterans every single day of your lives. You never know who lost a child, who lost a son, who lost an uncle, who lost a brother. Those are young men, 18 and 19-year-old kids who never had a chance to live, never had a chance to live their life, but they took the honor of defending the United States of America and gave their lives for the United States of America. So make sure that you honor every single veteran every single day of your life. Thank you. May God bless you and may God bless this country.
Thank you, Vinu, and thank you for your service. At this time, I would like to welcome Bernard Moran, the president of our Student Veterans Association, up to present Vinu with the Student Veteran of the Year Award on behalf of the college. All right. At this time, I would like to announce our Military Friendly Award. As the Executive Director of Student Engagement for the college, I have the honor of oversight of our college's Military Services Department. Under the skilled leadership of Director John Ryder and the knowledgeable service of our amazing staff members, Terry Germano and Laura Easter, our college provides our student veterans, active duty service students, and military families with superior service and support from admission through graduation. The efforts of our staff and the support of our college administration have been instrumental in earning us the coveted distinction of Military Friendly School for the 2021-2022 school year. The Victory Military Friendly School designation is the standard that measures an organization's commitment, effort, and success in creating sustainable and meaningful benefit for the military community. To be awarded the Military Friendly designation, our school must meet high standards and achieve a minimum score on a 100-question rubric. At this time, I would like to welcome Rowan College of South Jersey Vice President, Dr. Brendan Rickards, to the stage to receive our Military Friendly School Award. In closing, I would like to thank all of our military service members, active and veteran, present in person, and those that are watching online today for their service and for taking the time to be with us. I would also like to wish a happy birthday to the U.S. Marine Corps, belated, as I did celebrate it yesterday. I would like to thank our dignitaries for being with us today. Thank you, County Commissioner Christie, for your continued support of our county VA and veteran initiatives in the county. Thank you to Dr. Keating and our Board of Trustees for their continued support of our student veterans and our veteran employees here at the college. Just as our soldiers subscribe to the mission to leave no one behind on the battlefield, we at Rowan College of South Jersey promise to leave no student behind. We're here to support our military students as they work toward their academic goals. Our staff is constantly looking for and connecting with additional services and resources for our military students to support their transition from soldier to student. Lastly, I would like to once again mention that our director, John Ryder, apologizes for not being present today, but he is in North Jersey accepting the We Honor Our Veterans Academia Award on behalf of Rowan College of South Jersey from Governor Murphy. We have been awarded this award for meeting best practices established by the governor and the New Jersey Department of Veterans Affairs in serving our students. We're happy to be recognized for doing what we enjoy doing, and that is serving our veteran students. I'd like to thank you all once again for joining us today, and at this time I'd like to welcome James Hogan back up to the stage for the benediction.
We remember today for all those who have come before us and given the greatest gift to our democratic nation, their lives. Their duty, their honor, and their lives are precious gifts that must be given to the future of our country and our families. The duty of our veterans, past and present, is the fiber of the word freedom and is stronger by our recognition of the service and sacrifice. We honor the service and sacrifice today and should carry it forward for our children to honor. Freedom and democracy are the result of all of the most honorable this country has produced. Today, we stand to remember the most honorable amongst us, and we must continue to carry the burden of their sacrifice, lest we lose sight of what true freedom is. Today is for remembering. Stand in honor of them, walk in their path of duty, remember the cost, and hold in your heart the cause of freedom. We remember today, Veterans Day, our veterans. Thank you, and God bless you.
I just want to take a moment and thank everyone who participated today and everyone who worked behind the scenes. Thank you very much. Samantha, Vinu, and Brendan, if I made you walk up here more times than what you were supposed to do, I apologize. Thank God for my red pen. And on behalf of Gloucester County, thank you, veterans, for your service.